fact news you can trust.
We're once again giving our soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, Coast Guard, and Guardians the resources and the support that you deserve. And we provided for our active duty personnel the largest pay raise in nearly 10 years, and you deserve every penny. Our military is now more equipped than ever before. Under our administration, we've secured nearly 500 new F-35 fighters, 21 more deployable ships, with another 59 on the way. We've upgraded our tanks, our artillery, our rocket systems, bolstered our fleet of attack helicopters and broader fighter planes as well. With that strong commitment to our national defense and a willingness to use American power to advance American security, our allies have also stepped up as never before. Since 2016, our NATO allies have increased their contribution to our common defense by more than $130 billion. History teaches that weakness arouses evil, and our history has proven that a strong America deters it. Our administration has always understood that if you want peace, prepare for war. With that renewed American strength, we've defended this nation and America's vital national interests around the world. I'm proud to say, with just a few days left in this administration, that this is the first administration in decades not to get America into a new war. But all along the way, with that renewed American strength, we stood with our allies and stood up to our enemies. To ensure peace and stability requires just two things: a strong American military and a willingness to act to defend America's interests around the world. And under this administration, we've done just that. We took historic steps first to stand with our most cherished ally. We moved the American embassy to Jerusalem, the capital of the State of Israel. We recognized Israel's sovereignty over the Golan Heights. And in the aftermath, now for the first time in 26 years, 4 Arab countries have recognized Israel's right to exist. And under our administration, we've taken the fight to radical Islamic terrorists on our terms, on their soil. During these last 4 years, the armed forces of the United States captured the last inch of territory controlled by ISIS, and strike fighters stationed right here at NAS Lemoore were in the fight from early on, hitting ISIS, giving terrorists no quarter, driving them from their strongholds. With the courage of our armed forces, I'm proud to report, now more than a year ago, we crushed their caliphate, captured the last inch of territory under the black flag of ISIS, and took down their leader without one American casualty. And we've stood up to the leading state sponsor of terror. Withdrawing from the Iran nuclear deal, we've strengthened our alliances in the region and isolated Iran as never before. And when the most dangerous terrorist in the world threatened American forces in the region, our armed forces took action, and Iran's top general, Qasem Soleimani, is gone. Thanks to American leadership, a more peaceful Middle East is within our sights. And with renewed American strength, we embraced our role as leader of the free world. Whether it be in the global war on terror or manning the ramparts of freedom in Europe or the Asia Pacific, the men and women of the United States Navy have been that global force for good every step of the way. And a strong and ready Navy is more important than ever before. As a new American administration prepares to take office, we do well to remember, as Americans, that the price of freedom is eternal vigilance, and that a free and open Indo-Pacific is essential to our prosperity, our security, and the vitality of freedom in the world. After generations where America and our allies defended the freedom of navigation and the interests of free nations across the Asia-Pacific, today the People's Republic of China is determined to expand Beijing's influence across the region through military provocations and debt diplomacy. And so I urge the incoming administration to stay the course. Do what we've done. Stand up to Chinese aggression and trade abuses. Stand strong for a free and open Indo-Pacific and put America and our freedom-loving allies first. And I know the United States Navy will continue to stand strong in the Indo-Pacific and all over the world. In the years ahead, the American people and the free world will rely on the strength of the United States Navy more than ever to safeguard the free and open flow of commerce and our ideals on the seven seas. And so on behalf of your Commander-in-Chief, let me offer you this admonition. In these challenging times across the wider world, be vigilant. Mind your mission. Respect the unified chain of command. Take care of each other. And never doubt that every decision you make, every action you take, matters to the security of the American people. Give America your best every day. The American people are counting on you because we know we can. And as you stand a post, I can assure you, the American people will be behind you 100%. So as I close, let me say again, on behalf of my family and a grateful nation, thank you for your service. America is the freest and strongest nation in the history of the world. And you secure that freedom. And you are that strength. You step forward in a calling where you've decided to count our lives as more important than your own. And just like generations that have gone before, you did so knowing that the sailor and the soldier do not bear the sword in vain. I want to assure you the American people understand the risk you take every day. But know this, you do not bear that burden alone. Wherever you are called to serve, wherever you are deployed, I promise you, you will carry with you the strength and pride of this nation and the prayers of millions of Americans who will pray in the ancient words of the psalmist that no harm would befall you, no disaster would come near your tent, and that as you serve here and around the world, that His faithfulness will be your shield. You are the strength and the pride of the American people, and a source of great pride to our little family. And whether you serve on land or at sea or in the skies above, just know that every day, in homes large and small, around dinner tables and at gatherings, at places of worship, and in quiet moments, the American people pray for each and every one of you. They give thanks for your selfless courage and wish you fair winds and following seas. So thank you for the privilege of being with you today. And as my time in office draws to a close, allow me to thank you for the privilege of serving as your vice president these past 4 years. It's been the greatest honor of my life. And it's been a special privilege to serve men and women like all of you, the members of the armed forces of the United States. And I truly believe, as long as we have men and women like you, with the courage and the selflessness to step forward and serve, as long as we have heroes willing to put your lives on the line, as long as we have patriots willing to defend our nation, I know our country will be safe. Our freedom will be secure, and the best days for the greatest nation on earth are yet to come. So may God bless the men and women of Naval Air Station Lemoore, here and deployed. May God bless you with His protection and with that fighter spirit. May God bless all those serving in our armed forces.